welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
Have you been here before?
Nope, first time here, yeah.
Are you loving it?
Yes, I sure am.
Cool, cool. What's your favourite thing about Australia so far?
You guys have the most beautiful fox bats. That is my ultimate favorite thing about it. I finally got to discover them yesterday. I took a nice long walk through Hyde Park and was lucky enough to get to listen to them and their beautiful, sweet sound. But from what I hear, you guys are probably spoiled with having them every day. So it's like, oh, it's no big deal. But to me, it was a very special treat. So, yeah.
Cool, and you're here to launch a new range at Sephora?
Well, actually, it's been launched. I'm already celebrated over 6 or 7 years with Sephora in the States, but now Sephora is opening here in Sydney, so I came to obviously celebrate with everybody the big launch.
Cool. What's your favourite product in the range?
All of it. I use every single product I've ever created, so yeah. It's kind of a hard question to answer because that is the truth.
And what's so cool about your range? That, like, why should people buy it?
I think people should only buy it if they want to. I don't really care if they do or not. I think it's more just like being able to have the opportunity to provide artful-minded people alike to have the tools to express themselves through their makeup or whatever it is that they do. You know, I'm a big advocate for having that creative freedom that has probably been the biggest blessing of my entire life. So being able to give that to the world in the form of makeup is actually quite a treat for me.
Cool, you've said that your range is like dynamic for all sort of sorts of girls. What's that been like?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it could be easily misconstrued that the makeup line would be something I created for people who look like me, and that's not just not the case. You know, my mother wears the makeup, and she does not dress anything like me. So if my mom can wear it, I think anybody can wear it. I've seen every age group and every ethnicity and every I guess personal style approach their makeup differently using this makeup. So yeah, so it's great.
You've got 3 best-selling books. Is there any plans to release another?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I mean, I think although I am very proud of all 3 of the books, I think that this last year has been more of I guess a matter of taking a harder look at my approach to life and things. I don't think my books are terrible. I think they were the best that I could do at that time and that state of mind that I was in, but I've learned so much since then that I feel like if I were to write another book, my personal standard for it would be so extremely high. There's a certain type of greatness that I would want to achieve that I think I've still yet to learn things before I could flatter myself in thinking I could write a book like that. But yeah, maybe, we'll see.
Do you have any plans to return to reality TV?
Reality television, fuck no. You know, originally when my television show, when LA Inc. launched, we were not reality, we were a docu-series, so it was based around an art, and it was very formatted, and then obviously with the decline of humanity in the state that it is, that they are attracted to a majority of the junk that is force-fed down their throat every day. Unfortunately, that did affect the network's decision as to what the direction of my show would be, and you know, they started really forcing these contrived, dramatic scenarios, which is quite a turnoff for me because that isn't what I would want to put into the universe. I'm not in agreement with reality television, although I know people are very huge fans of that stuff, but I think it's very counterproductive and not inspiring, and probably does a lot more damage than people really realize, just with the ideology that comes with it alone. So no, I would never do a reality television show. I love production aspect of things, so like I did film a documentary for 5 years ago that took over like a span of 3 years, and for the time being I haven't felt comfortable enough to share it with the world, but maybe one day I will. So yeah, I like the creative aspect of producing things. I think I'm good at it, but as far as my thought processes, I don't think are that relatable to a lot of people out there. To my fans, yeah, because they're amazing, and they honestly can relate to my perspective on life and my philosophies. So yeah.
As an artist, where do you go for inspiration?
Inspiration's all around you. I mean, you know, you can get inspired by things you don't like. You know, it's just it's a matter of just allowing yourself and practicing the act of awareness, you know? Most of my biggest muses aren't people, maybe collectively in some ways, or maybe gestures, or, you know, kindness is inspiring, but I usually get most of my, like, you know, like inspiration for collections and stuff, like through elements of nature or architecture, literature. I don't really have modern day heroes, but I guess the old times are very inspiring to me. So I love eras and decades of the past. You know, anything to try to preserve that quality that I think is very fleeting now, unfortunately. Yeah.
You've been tattooed a lot of celebrities. Who's been your favorite, do you think?
I live in Hollywood, so to be honest, we just don't really get starstruck because it's not really that big a deal. You're kind of oversaturated with it a little bit. I don't really get impressed by people. Sorry to break your heart, but I get more excited about the subject matter and the art itself. So, like, for example, there's not a celebrity that I've always wanted to tattoo. I could give two fucks about that. It's more about, you know, the subject matter. Like, I've always wanted to be able to do a tattooed rendition of a specific Caravaggio painting, or, you know, things like that. Or portraits of philosophers or Beethoven and stuff like that. Boring shit people don't want to get tattooed.
Do you have any plans to release more fashion and then music, or go into something?
Yeah, I mean, I play music every day, and I did write an album, but I think that, like, maybe it's the Pisces in me. I don't know very much about astrology, but I do have that internal struggle where I just it's a challenge for me to really share, and perhaps that has to do with the oversaturation of social media and the high expectations that people have. You know, it makes it, for somebody as sensitive as me, it makes it challenging to open yourself up to people. You know, and I'm not scared. I just question question what good comes out of it.
Cool. And what can we expect from Kat Von D next year, 2015? What can we expect?
Who fucking knows? I mean, I'm doing so much. You just have to follow me, I guess, to keep up.